You don't want none. You don't want none. That is exactly how the fans feel about Road Dogg and the fact that he is the new head writer for SmackDown. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. We got a new sheriff in town. It's at R to the O to the A to the D to the D-O double G. It's Road Dogg. He's back on SmackDown and he has got the position of new co-lead writer.
And guess what, folks? Nothing is going to change on SmackDown. It's absolutely horrific. And this guy has had a few shows under his belt at this point to actually turn things around. Guess what? They haven't. Oh, we're going to give him credit for The Rock? No, because guess what? Even though The Rock produced ratings, the segment was the shits. The absolute watery shites it was.
I mean, it was a shites. It was diarrhea shites for sure. But people not happy about the Road Dogg getting back in charge, and they're venting their frustrations here on Twitter, social media, online. They don't like the fact that Road Dogg's back in this position. Maybe they think that's taken away from Paul Levesque and the produced by Paul Levesque.
He's an absolute. I hate him.
You know, they don't want Road Dogg picking up a pen. They want Paul Levesque drawing with his big fucking pointy nose. That's what they want. They don't want anybody but Paul Levesque writing for the show. So they are attacking Road Dogg, and you know what? I don't think it's fair just to purely, attack. I can't think of one time where I knew about Road Dogg being in charge and him completely sinking the ship. Like, why are we pretending, right, that Road Dogg is somehow the Antichrist of new wrestling? Why are we pretending that this is the guy that is going to ruin everything, yet Triple H is somehow the guy that is taking us to greatness, and Road Dogg's going to, throw everything away? That, to me, makes no sense, but for some reason, that is what the fans are doing. But one man has come out, and this man is, he's been called the phenomenal one, but I don't think it's a phenomenal take from AJ Styles, because he's come out, he defended Road Dogg from a post that said, "We are cooked," referring to the fact that people believe that the company and SmackDown is going to go to shite under Road Dogg and his leading position. AJ Styles said the following. He said, quote, "Before judging this guy from his past performance as the head writer, just know that there was a man who picked it apart to the point that it was no longer his ideas anymore." End of quote. Now here, I can respect AJ Styles for sticking up for his friend. He's trying to defend the Road Dogg. I get it. The boys, they're sticking together. But I have a problem when AJ Styles is trying to insinuate that Road Dogg, the reason that he wasn't performing before, or the reason he wrote bad stuff before, was purely because of Vince McMahon somehow picking his ideas apart and ruining them and whatnot. It's like, are you fucking shitting me? Look at how much WWE has declined since Vince McMahon was gone. All the best moments in WWE have happened with Vince McMahon in charge and Vince McMahon having the final say. Yet AJ Styles is almost trying to suggest here that Road Dogg would be some sort of god if Vince McMahon wasn't destroying and tearing down every little single idea that he's got. I mean, just look at the product. Look at everything that happened when McMahon was there. Look at everything that's happened since McMahon's no longer there. It's night and day. What's better? I mean, if AJ Styles wants to take a dig at someone, why doesn't he take a dig at Paul Levesque? Why doesn't he take a swing at that big nose?
Because that's the guy paying his bills. The gay community. You know what? My estimation of AJ Styles just fucking plummeted. Because see, this is utter shite. You want to know why it's utter shite, right? Maybe McMahon did pick apart the Road Dogg's ideas, right?
Maybe his ideas are shite.
Listen, it's sink or fucking swim time. Because see if SmackDown doesn't get significantly better in the next month, then I'm going to go back to this and be like, well, you're full of shite. McMahon's not been a part of WWE now for a few years, right?
You can't blame him now for picking apart shit.
Yeah, no, but McMahon's not been a part of WWE for a few years. And it's got worse. We are seeing people bash WrestleMania. Oh, he has to bring The Rock back to push Mania. Oh, he doesn't push black guys. He doesn't push the women. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. It's all Triple H now. These fucking marks have got their wish, where it is Triple H running things. See this? No, See, for too long, people blamed everything in WWE about McMahon. Every little minor
He was a
fucking...
scapegoat.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like the way this character's portrayed? McMahon. You don't think there's enough women's wrestling? McMahon.
Not remember
Not
that.
enough black people getting pushed? McMahon.
Not remember that Mania, Raw after Mania, where they gave you Solo and Roman against Cody and Brock, right? And, well, I say they gave you, I mean, the match didn't really happen, but it
False
kinda happened.
advertisement.
False advertisement, but at least they advertised it, because now I don't get that fucking shit, right? But these fucking marks, you know, spearheaded by the likes of JD for New York and losers like that, fucking gunned their eyes out. Oh, McMahon changed the script last second. Well, Triple H is fully in charge of the script, folks. Doesn't matter how many seconds he's got, 60-minute makeover, he can't do fuck all with the script. People pretend it like McMahon fucking ripped up the nuclear warhead codes. Like they had something great. What did they have? What did Triple H have in place after that Mania that was so fucking... Do you not remember that?
I do remember it.
Why the fuck were they so upset? It was like McMahon re-ripped Mania X7 and put DIY in 17 matches or something.
If McMahon done that, then I'd say he can go straight to hell, because that's worthy of meeting the devil. But yeah, no, I do remember that. Look, for me, I think that the tag match should have at least took place and then have Brock make the turn. I thought it was a bit cheap that we didn't even get the match beginning. But like, I'm not gonna. If that's the worst thing that McMahon's ever done, then so be it.
But see, McMahon, I'm not going to turn around and say here he doesn't, you know, pick ideas apart, right? Because of course he did.
He's entitled to. It's his company.
Yeah, but like we said at the beginning, McMahon has gave us the greatest moments in wrestling history. That's a fact. That's not even an opinion. That's a fact. Triple H is yet to do anything. Yet to do fuck all.
Nah, Triple H is just ruining wrestling. That's the only thing he's doing. And I think this also proves that we've seen how much decline there's been in WWE, right, since McMahon's went, and especially SmackDown. Let's talk about SmackDown, since Road Dogg is now the new co-lead writer for SmackDown. Look at when SmackDown was at its peak, right, and this, let's just say, like, current day wrestling. So let's talk, say, from like the brand split onwards, right, or let's go like from the COVID era onwards. Like, everyone was saying that SmackDown peaked around 2022. Yeah. 2021 going into 2022. The Bloodline stuff was still relatively fresh. You had Sami Zayn doing actual good stuff where he had this whole conspiracy theory shit going on. You'd Edge and Seth Rollins, they had a big long feud. You had that going on. You did have like some celebrity involvement. Can't really remember who the women's champion was back then. Obviously not really relevant. They don't matter. Pretty sure Sasha Banks was on the show some point around that time, looking hot. But the point is, it's like, back when SmackDown was great, that was when McMahon... No, I don't get all these people, McMahon this, McMahon that, he sucks, he picks this apart. People say that the best SmackDown has been, like, in this new generation is 2022. And who was there in 2022?
McMahon.
It was fucking McMahon. Who's not been there the last 2 years? McMahon. And look what's happened to SmackDown, especially over the last year. And here, it's not just because it went to USA Network or because it went 3 hours. Here, SmackDown. I think we've been calling it out for over a year. I'm pretty sure we called it out towards the end of 2023.
Yep.
SmackDown, we were saying,
but then it got that period.
SmackDown's the worst show.
Yeah, we did. Then we got that period though where Rock and Roman Reigns were appearing quite a lot, and obviously, naturally, it did go up. But you're right, we've been calling it out for about 18 months. SmackDown has been horrific.
You know, so what's the common denominator here? Since we're talking about SmackDown writers, I would say the reason why SmackDown has declined massively over the last 2 years is because there's no McMahon. So that would tell me that McMahon being there and picking apart ideas is still better than McMahon not being there and having zero say in ideas. Because since McMahon's not been there, there's been nothing happening. Every idea's been shite. I mean, literally the women's division is as bad as it's ever been. Black guys can't get a fucking single win to save their lives.
Yep.
I mean, what is going on? I feel like Roman Reigns doesn't even work. Do you not think like Roman Reigns at least worked more days under McMahon as well?
Of course he did.
You know, I think it's because McMahon would have been like, nah, fuck you. Roman, Joe, I know You know what I mean?
No, see Roman Reigns, right? He must be sitting at the house, be like, "Why the fuck have my days been cut? It's great, but why?"
He's maybe asked for it. I don't know.
I don't think he's asked for it.
The most overrated guy in wrestling history for me.
You know what? Brock Lesnar was the first guy that was like really part time, right? Like I know Taker came back at Mania, but see when like Taker and like Triple H came back for like Manias and shit, they were there full. Brock's the first kind of guy to be part time throughout the year.
Taker
and
Triple H earned that though.
No, they did, but it's almost like Triple H has went, here, we can't create stars, but if we portray them as stars in a sense, well, they only wrestle a couple of times a year and they appear like once every 4 weeks, then maybe people will think they're actually stars. Here, and it's not just Roman Reigns, right? We are seeing it across the board. The guys like Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, etc., they're not having matches anywhere near as frequently as they used to have. Especially Seth Rollins. I think Drew works more matches than him. But see Seth Rollins, man. Cody Rhodes, guys like that, fucking glorified mid-carders. They barely work. Cody Rhodes creating about how... And it's also just... Do these guys get a bonus for each time they fucking put a dig in a McMahon? AJ Styles should be fucking... Well, why is AJ Styles defending Triple H over fucking McMahon? McMahon's the guy that brought him in.
Put the belt on him.
Pushed him. You know what I mean? Gave him Undertaker's last fucking match. And this fucking hillbilly, Atlanta, Georgia, the gay community, fucking retard, is bashing Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
AJ's got a pretty gay heart on
I
here.
think he shoves that fucking nose up his arse.
But
No, but seriously, why do they never treat McMahon with respect?
it's low hanging fruit, isn't it? It's like the cool thing to do. Just bash McMahon and everyone will applaud you. Bash McMahon and look at him, I'll give him gravy points. That just seems to be what it is. You bash McMahon, you blame everything on McMahon, and
like, I'll never bash him.
Nah, McMahon.
He's a fucking man.
We need him back.
He is. I fucking love the guy.
We need McMahon back. Like,
so when he dies for being that and mourning across the world.
I think when McMahon dies, out of fucking respect, the wrestling business should cease to exist.
Yep.
If that was the case, I wouldn't mind if he
went
the
right. I feel like it's already done that.
Fuck me. Nah, but look, McMahon's great. McMahon's the man. Road Dogg, and we'll see what happens. But I mean, look, there's no coincidence that wrestling has went down the toilet since McMahon left. So all this, blaming him on past shit, that's not going to work for me. SmackDown was great when McMahon was there. SmackDown, well, it wasn't great, but it was alright. Now it's shite, so, you know.
Well, it was great once. It was fucking epic. Back in the day.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it. Till next time. Peace.